Atoms are the tiny, tiny building blocks that make up everything. Elements like lithium, actinium, and osmium, just to name a few random examples, are substances that are made up of only one type of atom. Compounds like water, salt, and literally millions of other examples are made of two or more different types of atoms that chemically bond together, although we haven't yet covered how this happens. Though for a long time it was thought that atoms were the smallest units of all matter, scientists in the late 1800s and early 1900s discovered that atoms were actually made up of even smaller particles, which were named protons, neutrons, and electrons. In fact, all of the different types of atoms are made of just these three particles. The protons and neutrons make up the nucleus of the atom, and the electrons spin around the nucleus at enormous speeds, effectively making the atom more or less spherical. The number of protons in the nucleus of an atom defines the type of atom that it is. Every hydrogen atom has one proton in its nucleus. Every helium atom has two protons in its nucleus. Every lithium atom 3, and so on. Most hydrogen atoms have no neutrons, so the one and only proton is the nucleus. Most helium atoms have 2 neutrons, and most lithium atoms have 4 neutrons. But the neutron number can vary within limits, and it doesn't really affect the way an atom will chemically react. Atoms have an equal number of electrons and protons. The number of protons an atom has is called the atomic number. It can be seen on most periodic tables. Soon after the basic structure of the atom was discovered, various experiments and the mathematical analysis of all the data showed that electrons could occupy only certain fixed energy levels that are called electron shells, which are usually represented simply as circles, although remember that atoms are 3D, of course. The discovery of electron shells helped explain lots of things about the way that atoms behaved, especially about the way they joined together to form compounds. And so, it's electron shells that we'll be looking at in this episode.